I think we broke time.
First rule of time travel: never visit the same time and place twice.
What do we do now?
We're fixing our mistakes.
Julius Caesar showed up in Aruba.
Is that a fact?
P.T. Barnum.
Dinosaurs.
King Arthur?
It's gonna take a lifetime to clean these up.
An endless adventure. How exciting.
You guys are superheroes?
We're about to find out.
I think there must be some kind of mistake. Because we're the legends.
This is awkward.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Season premiere, Tuesday, October 10th at 9/8 Central on the...
Central Media, content creator Alexis South. Today, we're talking about DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 3. And, yeah, we're just gonna head right into it. With not a lot of time. Let's go. Season 3, Episode 1, Robocon. When Legends realize that they broke the timeline, Rip Hunter arrives with his new organization, the Time Bureau, to relieve them of duty. The Legends are thrilled. A chance to put the team back together, but a new threat arises when Rory spots Julius Caesar in Aruba. Sarah, Nate, and Ray devise a plan to steal the Wave Rider back from the Time Bureau in order to try and stop Julius Caesar from conquering the modern world. The meaning of this episode: pretty how we started. The Legends are closer now more than ever. On to the next. Season 3, Episode 2, Freak Show. The Legends find themselves in 1870 to fix the anachronism, which happens to be a P.T. Barnum betting circus. However, Nate and Ray accidentally freeze a saber-toothed tiger, creating a bigger problem. Meanwhile, P.T. Barnum is on the hunt to capture Nate and Ray to make his own show even more exciting for the crowd. The meaning of this episode: in my own best shades, listening to that BS, create my own agency, and get government dividends. On with the next. Season 3, Episode 3. Sarah realizes a distress call from their befriended agent at the Time Bureau. She learns that they have been tasked with going to the future to capture a rogue time traveler. Unfortunately, the Legends make things worse by trying to protect an outlaw named Zari to hopefully lure in the time-traveling assassin. Meanwhile, Stein tries to diagnose Amari's condition, but Nate discovers an unusual treatment that Amaya begrudgingly agrees to. Dude. The meaning of this episode: God, let me know how my village, my tribe, needed me. On to the next. Season 3, Episode 4, Phone Home. The Legends learn that Ray Palmer will die because they broke time, causing them to race back to 1988 to try and save his family, or life. When they arrive, they are surprised to learn that young Ray Palmer has befriended a time-disposed baby Dominator, putting them in harm's way. With the government and the Dominator's mother new to the ship and missions, Zari must find her place, to learn and to trust the team. Meanwhile, Stein begins working on a secret project on the ship, which makes Rory and Jack suspicious. The meaning of this episode: if the Matrix itself didn't let me know, the legends closer now more than ever. Sorry, on to the next. Season 3, Episode 5, Return to the Mac. When Nate thinks he has found a pattern of anachronisms, it leads to the legends going to London in 1897 to hunt down a time-traveling vampire. When they arrive in London, they run into Rip Hunter, but not everyone welcomes him back so quickly, leaving Sarah to make a tough call. In the end, Amaya tries to connect Sorry, but she is still struggling with being part of the team. Meanwhile, Stein discovers what Ray and Jax are up to and is not certainly entirely pleased. The name of this episode, this right here, when I started recording, this is the nerve we needed. On to the next. Here's one meme. Maybe one night I'll look at you and go, I always ... Season 3, Episode 6. Helen Hunt. When the legends track down an anachronism in 1930s Hollywood, they discover it's none other than time displaced Helen of Troy. And she tries to start a war between two film studios as the legends try to fix history and return Helena to the Bronze Age. Things get complicated when they are blindsided by the appearance of a former enemy. Wow. Sarah contemplates an offer she has made, which would make the legends leave the anachronism be. Meanwhile, Stein and Jax find themselves in an unusual predicament. Here are some memes. Dude. Hey man, there's something about that one time when you knew you'll never give up. Yep. And here's another one, and on another entirely different level, on my mom, that's the realest shit. I'll never give up. And then on to the next. Season 3, Episode 7, Welcome to the Jungle. With Sarah out of commission, the team finds a new anachronism that leads them to the jungles of Vietnam. And right in the middle of the war, Ray, Amaya, and Sorry pose as journalists and track through the jungle when they are led to the time-disposed Gorilla Grodd. Meanwhile, Nate and Rory run into someone Rory knows, which gives a glimpse into his past. The name of this episode, for Adobe, you gotta check this one out. On to the next. Season 3, Episode 8, Crisis on Earth X. Part 4, Barry and Iris' wedding brings the gang together, but things go awry when villains from Earth X attack the ceremony. All the heroes band together to help from their super friends like Citizen Cold, The Ray, Felicity Smokin, Iris West, and Alex Danvers to take on their most formidable villains yet. Earth's mightiest heroes, Green Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash, and White Canary, led their teams into battle to save the world. And you know how it goes. God bless the crossovers, but here's the meme of this episode. If you got another crossover, bring them. No amount of hatred will stop this train. On to the next. Before we start, a meme from last episode. On my engine, I'll let you go. Goodbye, my friend, my teacher, my partner. And the next episode, Season 3, Episode 9, Bebo, the God of War. Rattled by the recent events, the Legends dive into work, which finds them investigating anachronism in a Viking setting, summoned in a new world. The Legends realize the Norsemen are worshipping an artifact as their god, and are surprised by the artifact's origin. For the first time, Sarah is worried that they might need backup when Damien Dark shows up. Meanwhile, Jax finds a loophole that could potentially change history, but it's a risk he is willing to take. Finally, in this episode, I promised Mother I've quit using the old Mary Jane 2 semesters ago. And here's another one. Well, if you ever needed a prayer, you know where to find me, Jax. And on with the next. Season 3, Episode 10, Daddy Darkness. After Sarah's encounter with Malice, the Legends are paid a visit by John Constantine, a demonologist detective. The Legends agreed to accompany him to a present-time psychiatric hospital, and they are surprised to discover who Constantine is trying to help. During the exorcism, Sarah, Leo, and Constantine go missing, leaving Ray and Zari to try to take care of Constantine's client. Meanwhile, Amaya and Nate once again come face to face with Kawasa. The meme of this episode. Please, Professor, there's nothing more I like to do than block this predator. On with the next. Season 3, Episode 11. Here I go again. After the team returns from a mission, Zari finds herself trapped in a time loop that results in the Waverider blowing up over and over again. Zari soon begins to suspect that the answer to the happening might lie hidden among her fellow shipmates' secrets. But in investigating them, she starts to understand her place on the team. During this episode, if you ever got time looped, you gotta wear flannel. On with the next. Season 3, Episode 12, The Curse of the Earth Totem. When Sarah decides to take some private time, the Legends pursue a lead on the whereabouts of the long-lost Earth Totem without Sarah's knowledge. The Legends find themselves in 1717 to hunt for Blackbeard's long-lost treasure, but in true Legends fashion, things go awry. Meanwhile, Ray feels guilty about something he has done and tries to make amends, which lands him in even bigger trouble. Memes of this episode. Nice. A cameo. I get to be a legend of tomorrow. Now, sure. Let's go find some treasure. Now, these two. This is what the Legends been missing, or your crew will. When the stars are closer, let them know when your crew is mine. And then this was more than just being whole. It was about finding yourself. Another map. I've gotten ahead of myself. Stellar and magnificent. This is groovy. But you can tell which is my favorite episode. On to the next. Season 3, Episode 13, No Country for Old Dads. When Damien and Nora Dark take Ray hostage, they force him to try and fix the fire totem, but Ray tries to use the power struggle between them to his advantage. Ray and Nora find themselves working together in 1960s East Germany in order to fix the totem, but soon comes face to face with a younger and deadly version of Damien Dark. Meanwhile, Sarah seems to be taking positive steps in her personal life. In this episode, you gotta understand why Ian. Those markings have a whole heap of trouble with them. On with the next. Season 3, Episode 14, Amazing Grace. When the legends learn that a mysterious tragedy destroyed Memphis in 1954, thus eradicating the birthplace of rock and roll, they embark on their most important mission to save music. Nate is excited to show Amaya why music is important to him, and he is surprised it leads to a rock and roll legend, as well as the sixth and final totem, the death totem. Meanwhile, Zari helps their newest member try to adjust to the team. Here's the meme of this episode. Don't take it so personal. It's for quality content. We didn't forget. On with the next. Season 3, Episode 15, Neuromancing the Stone. When Malek's power over Sarah resurfaces, she unwittingly becomes the bearer of one of the totems. Rory must conquer his dark side in order to wield his own totem power to help save the crew. Meanwhile, Agent Sharp notices that something is wrong and recruits someone unorthodox to help. The name of this episode, I got to level with you, Wally. You're fast enough to be a historian. On to the next. Okay. Alright, Season 3, Episode 16, Ava. When Ava disappears, Sarah and Ray set out to find her after some prodding from Time Bureau agent Gary and a disturbing truth about Ava. Amaya tasks Zari with helping train Rory in controlling his own totem power. Meanwhile, Nate and Wally set out on a mission that goes awry, and when they pair with an unlucky person to try and get the totem. The meaning of this episode, for the one Vixen character, oh my gosh, I got see it. I got to see it. Teamwork makes the dream work. On to the next. There's so many. Season 3, Episode 17, guest starring John Noble. With the timeline barely stable, the Legends must tackle two anachronisms at the same time to try to keep Malice at bay. Sarah and Rip team up to stop Grodd from going after a particular target, leaving Nate and Wally to stop Amaya from changing her future. Meanwhile, the Legends think they have found a way to destroy Malice, but they have to create an uneasy alliance with one of their own enemies. The meme of both these episodes, the group of gems that will save the day. Once again. Season 3, Episode 18, The Good, the Bad, and the Cuddly. The Legends plan to banish Malice from using the totems doesn't go as planned, forcing Rip to improvise. The team finds themselves regrouping in the Wild West, where they run into their old pal, Jonah Hex. Sarah leaves Ray in charge of watching Damien Dark while she comes up with a new plan. Meanwhile, Amaya is determined to find a way to use the totems to destroy Malice. On to the final thoughts. And that was Legends Season 3. Surprisingly, I haven't watched the 7th one yet, but for right now, it's my favorite because of Wally West. But yeah, with that, I don't really know what to say. It's all over it, really. This is June, one of the most stressful times of my life. I'd be like, time travelers, crazy. But ultimately, yeah. Just a group of gems that will save the day. Just as it was on Silver Streaming at the time. All that time. Waiting for that happenstance. With that, thanks for watching. Oh gosh.
Need a touch around to ease my mind.
Ever since I was a kid, look how I was a shit.
I may be bruised.